The Eagles were back on the practice field today, and we have plenty of updates, including a really good day from Quez, Watkins, and other Eagles on the offensive side of the football. Also, the first ever unboxing of a brand new Kelee green jersey, and Jonathan Taylor wants to be traded a ton today. I'm Thomas Mott. This is the Thomas Mott Show. What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome to the Thomas Mott Show on a Sunday. The Eagles had an open practice today to both the public and the media. There's a bunch of updates from it. A really good day from the offense. We're going to get to that in just one second. First, though, you want to see the Kelee Greens? Well, you already did, right? They were leaked on Twitter. They look absolutely fantastic. But have you seen one actually being unboxed? Well, now you can. John Clark, NBC Sports in Philadelphia, he was granted access to the first ever alternate jersey unboxing in person, and they look fantastic. Obviously, they go on sale tomorrow, 9 a.m. at the Eagles Pro Shop. People are already camping out for this sort of thing, getting there at 4 a.m. I wonder how many they actually have in stock, and I wonder how long it's going to take whenever you buy one online for them to actually be shipped. By the way, I think we're going to give one of these away during our Wednesday live show, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, myself and Josh Davis. So sub, notification bell, and be ready for that. But man, give me your thoughts on these Kelee green jerseys. We all love them. Does anyone hate them? Everybody loves these things. They look absolutely fantastic. Love to hear you guys' thoughts down below right now in the comments section. Okay, over to today's practice. Let's go ahead and kind of go through everything that happened today and some of the big highlights as we try and do every single day during training camp. First of which, Haason Reddick back on the football field for the first time during training camp. Nick Sirianni said that during his press conference. You saw him out there doing a couple of individual drills, nothing crazy, but he's coming back from that groin soreness, and so just precautionary to kind of ease him into it. They said this weekend we'd see him. It's the weekend. We're seeing him. Good news there for Haason Reddick. Only other injury reports were Barnett with his knee injury, and obviously the toe for Avonte Maddox. Both were limited as well, but Philadelphia continues to stay very, very healthy. Knock on wood, say your prayers, let's keep it that way. All right, other news and notes here. Reed Blankenship and Terrell Edmonds, both were the starting safeties yet again today, although Kayvon Wallace did mix in with Blankenship as a starting safety during a couple of 11-on-11s. You also saw Cam Jurgens, third day in a row. He has been the starting right guard. Don't think Tyler Steen has a chance yet, but the reports coming out are saying that Cam Jurgens has a pretty firm grasp, at least for now, week 1 of training camp, on that coveted right guard position. Now, over here to a couple of other notes. Christian Ellis, he did get some starting reps there alongside Nakobe Dean early in practice, although Morrow moved back over to the starting linebacker spot opposite of Nakobe Dean. Dean seemingly is going to be the starting linebacker, one of the two. The question now is the number 2 spot. It feels like Christian Ellis is battling with Nicholas Morrow for that spot, but for those of you guys wondering what kind of reps is Christian Ellis getting, he got some first team reps today during some 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s. You want to know about Nolan Smith? Nolan Smith had a nice rush of Jalen Hurts, according to Elliott Shore-Parks, forced him out of the pocket. Didn't flash as crazily, I guess you could say it, that's a word, as he has done the first couple of days. Not like he had a couple of strip sacks or forced interceptions, but still looking very, very strong was Nolan Smith. Pads are still off. He mentioned today, we're talking about this tomorrow a little bit as well. When the pads come on, that's when we're going to learn a lot more about Nolan Smith and his bend around the edge, just because when you don't have pads, you're a little bit faster, but the speed continues to be a major theme for Nolan Smith. He looked really, really great. Now, a couple of players we have not talked about so far that have not gotten any sort of highlights. How about undrafted free agent wide receiver Joseph Ngata? He mossed Kelee Ringo to the left sideline in a 7-on-7. And so we talk about that wide receiver battle, and a couple of the guys like Charleston Rambo, Ngata, Greg Ward, all trying to make this roster. You did get a undrafted free agent highlight today, and that was the Ngata mossing of Kelee Ringo. Ringo has not gotten a lot of love so far. It's obviously still very early, as with all these reports, but he was mentioned today when he was mossed by Joseph Ngata. Over here to a couple of other observations. I think Dave Spadaro has a really good highlight here, and that is the fact that the wide receivers had a fantastic day. Quez, Watkins, and Jalen Hurts had an absolutely fantastic day. Listen to this, quote, wide receiver Smith, amazing body control. Watkins made the most of his chances. Swift with a falling down sideline catch and went on which he tripped and lost his right shoe. Quarterback Jalen Hurts continues in an outstanding camp. Offense beats D in situational competition. When talking about Quez Watkins, though, one of the big focuses, I think, of today, he had a fantastic day. I think 4 or 5 catches. We'll throw that tweet up on the screen. This was the best Quez Watkins day so far, and goes with the narrative we've been talking about that Watkins has been beating out Olamide Zaccheaus at least very early, a couple of practices in. He seems like maybe not a lock, but the favorite for the number 3 wide receiver spot as of now. Again, as of now, these reports are going to change. You watch the Thomas Mott Show 2 weeks from now, maybe we're talking about another wide receiver, but as it stands, Quez Watkins has been doing very, very well, and the offense beat out the defense today and had a really, really good performance, especially situationally when they did some red zone work. Jalen Hurts continues camp without an interception. He was methodical today on all of his drives, 16 of 19, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and Elliott Shore-Park says best day so far, super accurate on some tough throws, good job taking chances while also never really putting the ball at risk being turned over. Offense definitely won the day versus defense, and Hurts was why, end quote. So, Jalen Hurts, I think, continues to have incredible accuracy. First 3 training camp dates or training camp practices, he's not thrown an interception. He is really, really methodical, and apparently the accuracy is even better based on the reports we've been reading so far over the first couple of days. So pads come on, things get a little more different. People can hit a little bit more. Sure, it can change, but so far, these are very similar to the reports we had of Jalen Hurts last training camp. The difference was we didn't really believe him last training camp because it was just training camp, whereas now we're starting to really buy in and believe what's going on with Jalen Hurts. So a couple of the news and notes, there's a lot more. We're going to break down some more stuff tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe and thumbs up for that. If you're new to the show, this will be a daily occurrence. Obviously, every single training camp, I want to give you guys the highlights and what really happened out there for the Philadelphia Eagles, but it was a really good day for the offense and a really good day for the Quez Watkins, Devonta Smiths, and A.J. Browns of the world. Throw in Jalen Hurts up there as well. Let's do mention quickly here the situation going on in Indianapolis with Jonathan Taylor. I know Eagle fans are very eager when a new superstar player is up on the trade block, if the Eagles can trade for him. The simple answer is no, but let's explain why with the whole Jonathan Taylor situation. This is Destin Adams. Basically, Taylor wants a contract extension, and no one wants to give him money. Listen to this, quote, spoke to a source in the Jonathan Taylor contract extension front and was told the number he and his team want won't be entertained by anyone in the league, including the Colts. The running back market is truly at an all-time low across the National Football League. And you see Taylor, the picture there, holding out of training camp, not participating in some drills. He wants a brand new deal because he's on the final year of his rookie contract. And obviously, if you were to trade for him, you're getting a one-year rental unless you want to give him a brand new deal, which I would expect would be north of Saquon Barkley's $11 million per year, which is a lot of money. Now, Jim Irsay, he had a kind of a controversial comment about the situation, but then backed it up today, saying they are not going to trade him. Quote, we will not trade Jonathan Taylor. That is a certainty. Not now or not in October, presumably during the trade deadline, end quote. And so you have this situation brewing where it continues to be running backs versus the league. The league is winning, right? No one wants to pay running backs, and Philadelphia shouldn't do anything differently. Right now, Jonathan Taylor will make $4.304 million this season, 18th amongst running backs in terms of base salary going into 2023. Obviously underpaid. Obviously he needs more. But he wants north of $12 million per year to beat out Saquon Barkley and become the highest paid running back in the NFL, and teams don't want to do that. It's just that simple, and Philadelphia is not any different. We're going to go over running backs tomorrow on the Monday show, but they've been very impressed with DeAndre Swift. Rashad Penny's look good. Scott Gainwell, they've gotten healthier, better, more physical in Gainwell's case. They have no room and no need for Jonathan Taylor. And so while you might see some crazy headlines saying, Eagles trading for Jonathan Taylor, here's why it works out, it's incredibly unlikely unless they wanted to do a one-year rental and then let him walk. But anyone who trades for Jonathan Taylor is going to have to give him a contract extension, and Philadelphia doesn't want to do that. They don't want to waste their money on a running back, and they like what they have so far, and so I'm out on it. The Eagles will be out on it, and it will not be a big deal for any other team besides the Colts, who have to figure out how they're going to go ahead and amend the current situation up there in Indianapolis. Okay, that's all the updates for today. There's plenty more stuff happening in the next couple of days and weeks. We're almost to 4,000 followers on Twitter, and we just hit 15,000 subs here on the show. If you love the Daily Eagle updates, you want to know what's going on, go down below, hit the subscribe button. We're giving you guys the best one-stop shop content that you can have, and you hit the notification bell the way you're notified whenever we drop our latest stuff. Giving away a Kelee Ringo jersey on Wednesday. Don't be late for the live show. Turn the notification bell. That way it notifies you whenever we go live. I'm Thomas Mott, pumped up after a great practice on a Sunday. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.